A coach that is here, there, and everywhere, and you can't get a read on him, David Moyes. Shout out to him. Arsenal 0, West Ham 2, Souček in the 13th. Oh my gosh, Mavropanos, Michael, you're my check on this.
He's Greek. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, all right. Mavropanos in the 55th. This was off of a James Ward-Prowse corner kick assist. That was a beautiful ball. Shout out to him. He's honorable mention due to the week in this one. But a 2-0 win, West Ham at the Emirates. Guys, I got a lot of thoughts here because I've already won a 3-year bet with Arsenal. So now I can feel like an Arsenal hater whenever I want to, and I have been doing it. But Dylan, I feel like you haven't gotten to speak on Arsenal too much this year, and this is your team you picked to win it. What are your initial thoughts with this result in this game?
Not great, Bob. I wasn't worried for where they're at right now. And like this, I think Nick said it actually during this game. Between Liverpool and Arsenal, now is when you need to keep winning games while City is fucking up and they're letting you hang around, which is going to ultimately lead to them winning. And I've defended Arsenal because it wasn't great today, but they've had a pretty good defense and defensive record so far. And the goals haven't been as punchy as they were last year, to where I thought just grind out your 1-0s or 2-1s or whatever it is and you'll be fine. Yet the goals are washing up, and I know Michael's going to say, I told you so, they only score with defense, yada, 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 all that type of stuff. We're at Boxing Day, so I have to eat crow here and say I'm a little nervous that it's Liverpool's race to lose at this point. And Arsenal kind of bowed out a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, I still think they can win it, but like, if we're putting odds, let's say now it's probably at like a 15 to 20%, where like I was closer to 40, 45-ish that they could actually win it with where things stood going into today.
I don't disagree. I love the narrative. Put all the pressure on Liverpool. Right, Michael?
I don't play. I'm a fan, so.
Yeah. You know, good thing you have a podcast. Good thing.
Yeah.
Imagine having an opinion.
I have an opinion. I just don't have an opinion on that because I'm not a player. It doesn't affect me. Yeah, dude, listen, they clearly have a style of how they want to play. Very defensive. Obviously, like Declan Rice has been huge for that. Odegaard obviously has not been incredible this season as compared to like previous. This is overall, I think, what the issue is. I think Martinelli, I think Gabriel Jesus, I think Bukayo Saka are all great players. I think Martinelli is like actually really good. He had a bad game against us, in my opinion. I know somebody with a fucking Martinelli avatar will comment and tell me I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Whatever. I don't care. They're trying to figure it out right now. Up front. Who is their best three? Trossard was in there today. And the issue is, like, all these guys are great and they do amazing things. There isn't there is not a player on that team like Mohamed Salah who is consistently going to get you a goal, get you an assist, at least one of those a game, right? Who can paper over the cracks of Darwin Núñez not scoring, Cody Gakpo not playing particularly well, Luis Diaz not playing particularly well. When you don't have somebody that you can like lean on for the numbers, not just the performances, but for the numbers, it's a lot harder to avoid the criticism. And, you know, particularly, like I said, Joe Gomez was great against Bukayo Saka. These are the last two games I've watched Arsenal. He has looked so frustrated on that right side. And he hit the post today. Obviously, it was a tight angle. Hard as fuck, by the way. But he hit the post today, and, you know, it's not an easy finish. I'm not at all implying that, but, like, that's when he needed to go in for his confidence and stuff. And I'm no issue. You know, Bukayo Saka is going to be unreal. He's 22 years old. He's playing out of his mind. He's a great player. Watching him, he does so many things. But they need somebody consistent. They need a striker bad. Somebody they need Osimhen. They need Tony, who I think they're going to get one of the two.
Yeah.
Who is just going to put in goals over and over again.
Saka and Rashford, a lot in common right now, to be totally honest with you.
Rashford, this is the thing. Rashford doesn't do anything off the ball.
True. Offensively,
Saka,
a lot in common.
I think Saka's better than him.
Same.
For sure.
Same.
But I think you're being real mean to Bukayo Saka right now, because Rashford, I don't think has looked very good the past year.
Yeah, I feel you. I think the frustrations are at the same level. I do think Saka buys in, tracks back, does more defensively, does more off the ball. Way better player. Not way better, but better player. I don't know. I'm talking in circles now. The one thing I'll say, and I said it earlier, one, let me call out the knucklehead that called me out for saying that the Liverpool front line wasn't as good as the Arsenal front line. You're an idiot. Michael, your point was Mo Salah is better than the front three. Totally agree with that. The Liverpool front line's way better and produces way more. Second thing, I get to laugh because I've been going at this the entire season. This is going to be a duh comment, and I said this in our group chat. If you get up on Arsenal, they crumble. They crack and they crumble. They can't string passes together. They try too hard. They oversell. They overpass. They try to do too much. This team will not win the title. This team is not good enough to win the title. They're not clutch. They have no ability to pull out wins when they need to. None. Zero.
I just can't wait for the dun 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 dun.
And I'll do it to myself.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, because I don't listen. I think they could figure it out at any moment, because they have the talent. They have all this ability and all over the pitch. Obviously, like Saliba, Gabriel, Raya, whatever. I just think. I think Jesus, he had a good game today, even though they lost. I think Martinelli just looks bad right now. I think they need, like I said, a striker desperately. Somebody who is just going to fucking goal after goal after goal after goal. And that will help them immensely. And if they don't get that, I agree with you. But I think if they do get that, which I think they will, I think they're going to be real tough.
I don't think there's a winner on the field for them. I think their best winners are two former Man City players. And that's it.
See, the thing is, though, I know he has literally won. I know he's won. I don't consider Jesus a winner.
Oh, I mean, that's really mean to Jesus.
I just don't. I don't think he...
Not only did he win,
he was like...
got 100 points once.
He was like... Yeah, but he like didn't play a lot, too, at the same time.
Played a ton.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, I think this team does not have it in them. I think this team is not the level. And then this is my next point to kind of transition us out of this and we can get into predictions. I don't think there's a dominant team this season. I think you guys have 2 to 3 more losses coming up. I think this Arsenal team has 2 to 3 more losses coming up. I think City, obviously, especially if they keep playing how they have been, a couple more losses coming up. I don't think there's a team that's just going to run away with it this year. I think we're going to have a race. And I would be shocked. And Michael, I think you called this out early. You said no team would have 90. Is that right? 90 points? Mm-hmm. I said
that last year, too.
I think that's pretty accurate, man. I think that this is going to be kind of a sloppy year.
I've been known to be pretty accurate, so.
Okay. Dope. Dylan, take us out. Any last thoughts? Arsenal, West Ham at all?
West Ham's on a heater. Don't want to play them next.
Ride them till they lose.